So, is Klay Thompson the best shooting guard in the NBA? Welcome to the
Yeah,
All-In Fantasy Basketball
hell yeah.
Podcast. All right, so this week, Klay Thompson earlier this week, he said that he thought he was the best shooting guard in the NBA. Do you really think so?
Yeah, because he just won a championship, and he's the second fiddle on that team. I mean, who's better than him? I mean, James Harden's not. James Harden got his form back, but he's not. He's still not at that level yet.
Really? But I think, like in terms of James Harden, if you compare stats, at least fantasy-wise, he has a bigger impact on the team, and he's carrying the team. Where I don't think
I
Klay Thompson
uh
can do
I
what he
think
can
Klay
do.
Thompson is the best shooting guard in the league because his team is the best team in the league right now, and he contributes to why this team is so good. But I'm also gonna go and say Draymond Green is the best power forward in the game right now.
Really?
Yeah, because I think Draymond Green is a contributing factor to, like, other than Steph Curry, he's like the him and Klay Thompson is sharing equal load in being the second fiddle.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Draymond Green is right now he's playing as he's a system player, but right now he's the second most important power forward in the game. No, he's the most important power forward in the game.
That's really interesting. I definitely do think Draymond Green has been really good, but
Hmm.
I think, to me, in my opinion, I think they're great because of their system. Like, if you put them on a different team, they're not going to have that big of an impact. Um, like, because if you look at it, you have Klay Thompson who's scoring 19.3 points per game right now, 2.4 assists, 3.6 rebounds, but 3.1 three-pointers a game. And he's shooting at a pretty good percentage as well, too.
Hmm.
But you have James Harden who's shooting 28.5 points per game. His field goal has not been good at all. He's still better in free throws, and he gets to the line more often. Shooting 2.6 three-pointers, 6 rebounds, 6.9 assists. So, and he gets 1.8 steals, 1.6 steals, and 0.8 blocks before Christmas Day. So, I still think as a player, James Harden is a better shooting guard as a whole, and even in fantasy wise. And I would say that Klay Thompson is maybe third or fourth best shooting guard at best.
All right, who would you put between Klay Thompson and James Harden then?
I would say there's Jimmy Butler, and I think
Mm,
even statistically, Eric Bledsoe is pretty up there as well too, fantasy wise.
okay, I guess. Okay, well, yeah, I guess there's definitely a argument there. So, sure, agree to disagree.
Okay, well, he thinks he's the best player. I know we definitely have guys like us that are going to disagree on that, and I mean, if you put them in, if you switch the situation around, put Harden in Klay Thompson's role and Klay
Hmm.
Thompson in Harden's role, I think it'll be pretty different in terms of the outcome and what their numbers are looking. I still
Yeah,
think Harden would be able to carry his weight and do just as good, if not even better, because he doesn't have to take as many crappy shots.
that's the genius of the front office, right? Put the right people in the right place.
Right. Um, so yeah, like I think within that, those are pretty much the top four shooting guards in the league. Top five. I don't know who would you think would fit into that last fifth spot. Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, I want to discount Dwayne Wade because he's old. He's playing really good right now, but Bradley Beal. No, he's out right now. Uh, DD.
DeMar
No,
DeRozan.
no, he's too volatile to be a true top shooting guard.
Yeah. Um,
I don't know.
it's hard to say. Like I mean, right after Klay Thompson, it does drop a bit. Like if you're looking at similar numbers, JJ Redick might be up there.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
JJ Redick's one of those where he's like thriving in the right system. I remember
right.
his days in Orlando was like really bloody hard to watch.
Hmm.
Yep.
Um, how about Kobe Bryant with his resurgence recently?
Looks good on paper, but he still doesn't look good on on the screen.
Do you think do you think he's gonna reconsider retiring after
No,
that
no,
game?
no. He's done. He's done. He's done. I think he's done. I mean, yeah, he's done.
I definitely agree. I think like yeah, maybe he had a good game and it was against the Philadelphia 76ers. But yeah, I don't think he has it left anymore and
Yeah, this is the ideal way for him to go out. I mean, no one wants to go out in a whimper, right? Everyone wants to go out in a bang, and
mhm.
here's his bang right now, and
Yeah.
here's his chance to end on a good note. So
Yeah.
don't make it any worse than it is already. This is like a godsend gift.
There's a lot of Laker fans that are like, "Oh my God, he can still play. Look at him go." He held Tony Roten down to like what 2 points in the second half.
Yeah,
So like yeah, he like I was surprised he could play both on the offensive and defensive end that game. But again, it's the
yeah.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Do Lakers fan really want Kobe Bryant to end his career like Steve Nash, where he just literally plays 20 games out of 2 seasons and then just call it retirement? I mean,
They're just
yeah,
so hopeful. They think that he can like turn back the hands of time.
I
But
don't know. Start watching D'Angelo
I
Russell.
mean, the Father Time is the only guy that you'll never be able to beat.
Well, yeah, start hopping on a D'Angelo wagon.
All right, so something we kind of touched up on last time, but we didn't go through. Uh, it's in relation to Kobe Bryant as well too. But last time they played, Kevin Durant was seen with Kobe at a restaurant. They were having dinner together. Do you think that Kobe's trying to lure Kevin Durant away from the Thunder? Do you think that's just he was trying to pitch, or do you think that's just a dinner between friends or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's just catching up from like Olympics or something. They played together on a USA team, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, whatever. They're just catching up. People
Yeah.
read too much into it.
So like maybe just Kobe's like talking to Kevin and he's like, my time has come and stuff like that, and like maybe you're the next guy, kind of giving him some like tips and pointers, giving him guidance, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's most pro players are towards the end of the career. They're like, yeah, I'm just here to like dick around and
Like be
just
a veteran leader type
yeah,
thing.
be a veteran leader.
There's a lot of people that would love to see Kevin Durant go to the Lakers. You
No,
can be
okay.
sure of that.
Every single NBA fan would love Durant to be on their team.
It's true.
Let's be real.
I mean, we were kind of pushing it in Toronto too with
I
Grievous
I think
Vasquez
Toronto had no shot. Why did people think Toronto had a shot at Kevin Durant? Just because
because
Kevin Durant liked watching Vince Carter when he was a kid? Everyone loved watching
yeah.
Vince Carter when they were a kid.
Well, he said that Toronto Raptors were his favorite team because Vince Carter was on it, and then Grievous Vasquez, their teammates from high school. So we were kind of hanging on to him, maybe using that as a lure for Durant. But
Oh man, I think people are just being way too hopeful. That's such a stretch. It's like saying Manchester United was my favorite. Okay, no, that's a terrible. No, but it's like there are people just reading into it too hard. Just because they like Vince Carter and like watching Raptors doesn't mean that he wants to come to Toronto. There's no reason for him to come to Toronto.
yeah, and then we also had Drake during the OVO. He was like trying to call out Kevin Durant
And he
too.
got fined. He got fined. That was funny.
What an idiot!
Yeah, there's no reason for Kevin Durant to come to Toronto. There's none. I would eat a bag of dicks if Kevin Durant came to Toronto.
You guys heard that here first.
Yeah,
Max will eat a
you heard
bag
it
of
here
dicks.
first. I'll eat a bag of dicks if Kevin Durant comes to Toronto.
That would be great, though. I mean, impossible, but I mean, why would he come
Yeah,
here?
of
Other
course.
than the fact that it's easier to win on this side, you know?
Yeah, and I guess when's Durant's contract up?
I think it's this year.
Is it this year?
I
He's
think
not gonna
so.
come to Toronto. Whatever.
Right.
He's gone. He's gonna re-sign with OKC for like another 5 years,
It's
and then
possible. Like, it really depends on Westbrook as well, too, right? So,
yeah.
um, all right. So we have a couple of guys. I want to talk about John Wall.
Oh,
Uh,
13
he
is 22 points, 13 assists, and 4 blocks today.
is that today?
Yeah,
I
I think
didn't
that's
even look at his stats today.
uh,
Oh yeah, 22 points, 13 assists. Man,
was it
this
4 blocks or
2 blocks.
2 blocks? Close enough.
These blocks are really coming out of nowhere. I did not expect him to be blocking shots this year, and also his 3 pointers. His 3 pointers have increased
He
this year as
nailed
well too.
he nailed 2 or 3 today. Was it
Yeah, two,
2? Okay, there we
and
go.
shooting above 50%.
Yeah.
Um, Now, last week we talked about him, and you guys didn't think that his assist numbers could keep up. He scored double digits in
Good thing I didn't
assists.
say I'll eat a bag of dicks if John Wall can't keep it up.
This is 5 games in a row that he's had a double double, right? And
Okay.
the lowest number was 11 assists so far. Like
Okay.
he's playing really good, and I think he fits. He plays pick and roll with Martin Gortat really well.
Yeah.
Like those guys are really good together.
Yeah, the reason I memorized his stat line is because I literally just watched like a highlight film of
Yeah,
yeah. And damn, Gortat has really long arms.
he
It's so
does.
easy to throw it into for him. I guess John Wall's job is really easy because he literally just runs down the courts, and then Gortat just like reaches out and the ball's like right there.
Yeah,
So
and Gortat has a really soft touch actually,
yeah,
and he's putting in some pretty difficult shots. Like he's sometimes almost shooting it as soon as he catches it.
yeah.
You know, so
I
he's doing
uh,
really well on that end as well too.
yeah, I was on the free Gortat bandwagon when he was playing behind Dwight Howard in Orlando, and yeah, he was really good. I think
Yeah.
he played one season in Phoenix, and then he went to Wizards.
Yes.
Yeah, like he looked pretty good in Phoenix.
Yeah, he still looked good in Phoenix.
Yeah,
And anytime Howard was out, he was playing really well too. So
yeah,
you knew he was going to be a
yeah.
solid
I
player.
think for a period of time, Gortat was literally the best center backup. He would be like a starter anywhere else, and I guess he's still
Mhm.
a starter now.
Now the thing with John Wall though is that he's playing really banged up right now. I think he has um, like bruises, hips, like strains. I don't know, stuff like that. He's just he's taking a lot of contact and everything, and this is building up. So do you think he can keep going at it like this, or do you think he's gonna get worn down? And
If he wants to make the All Star team, he needs to slow down. But if he's injured for the All Star team, that just means move my boy DD up.
yeah, I think because he's all banged up and everything like that, he's gonna eventually have to rest. But if he rests, like the Wizards are gonna lose games. Like I
Yeah,
don't think they
when's
can win
Bradley
without
Beal
him.
back?
Bradley Beal is. Let's see. I don't have anything open up for Bradley Beal.
I'm gonna find it right now.
He's out for a while though, isn't he? Like,
To rehab, right?
yeah, I think it's a pretty bad injury.
Yeah.
Now, if you have John Wall, I know it's really hard to trade him away with the way that he's been performing, but I wouldn't say it's a bad idea. I mean, I have him as well too, and I don't want to trade him away, and I probably won't. I'll probably ride him until the wheels fall off. But if you feel like you want to trade him because he's all banged up and everything like that, I don't blame you. Like, try to get what you can out of it. Maybe you can um, make a trade for a Lowry or Russell Westbrook, make a combo trade or something like that.
I
If you want
wouldn't.
to be something safer, right?
I wouldn't do John Wall for what's Westbrook.
No?
No, not maybe John Wall and someone else, but Westbrook is such a. I guess we'll get onto this later, but Westbrook is such a triple double threat that I won't give him up for John Wall.
Oh. Yeah, you wouldn't give
Yeah,
up Westbrook for John Wall.
yeah, not
I
Westbrook.
wouldn't either. I picked him third.
I may do Lowry
Yeah.
for a one-on-one trade because Lowry honestly isn't looking that good right now.
Yeah.
But if you've been watching John Wall and you've been watching Lowry, you're not gonna one for one John Wall for Lowry.
Yeah. You need to
Yeah,
make a combo trade for sure. You can't do a
yeah,
straight up trade. There's no
yeah.
way.
But yeah, for sure, John Wall looks pretty good right now.
And yeah, I don't know if you can deal him before he actually does get hurt. It, you'll be laughing, right? So
Yeah,
hopefully he doesn't get hurt. I have him.
yeah,
I don't plan on dropping him. I'm gonna ride him till the wheels fall off.
yeah.
Um, what about the Dragon, Goran Dragic? He has been doing pretty well recently as well too. Seems like he's getting out of a slump. Today he scored 22 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds,
He looked pretty terrible yesterday, but so did everyone else on the
right,
team.
and 3 3-pointers as well. He's starting to take the shot, take shooting the ball more. In the past 10 or so games, he's shot double digits like about 7 times. So he's definitely beginning to score again, and that's what we want to see from him. His
Yeah,
assist numbers have been decent all the way through. It's just his scoring was his biggest concern. I feel like if you have him and people are getting excited about him now, I would sell him because I don't trust him right now. Like with his low start or crappy start to the season.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
Yeah. If you can sell him high right now, sell him high. I don't know what you can get out of him for it, but if somebody else believes that he's gonna do some big things, yeah, like give it to them, let them deal with it. But you can get somebody probably more consistent out of it. And then the other thing too is like his left wrist swelled up the other day. MRI came back negative, but he has no idea how it starts swelling up. Like he doesn't know what the injury is from or anything like that, and I think he had to miss a game because of that. Um, but again, today he got his rhythm back again, so
That's pretty good.
yeah. I mean, if he has like maybe another game or two that's doing really well, I would say sell him to somebody that wants him and get something back out of it. Um,
Yeah, I feel like ever since yeah, I feel like Gordon Dragic always been like very volatile player. So like I want him to do well because I consider him like I associate with him with Steve Nash very much.
mhm.
I always wish he does well, but then like he just hasn't really performed much.
Yeah, he definitely is kind of like a Steve Nash. Like he was under his wing for a while, right?
Yeah,
Kind of reminds me of Corey Joseph with Tony
yeah,
Parker. They're pretty
definitely.
similar in their play style.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, Dragic, we saw him perform last year. He was amazing last year.
yeah, he was.
What 2 years ago he was an All Star too. So
Was he an All-Star
I think he should have been an All Star, but I think he got snubbed.
when he was back on Phoenix again,
Yeah,
or
when he was on Phoenix, yeah, he got snubbed. He didn't make the All Star team. He should have though.
oh, he was an All-NBA third team. What the?
He definitely should have been an All
Oh,
Star
yeah.
that
Oh,
year.
he was most improved and on NBA All-NBA third team.
Hmm.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Um, so yeah, that's pretty much the Dragon. If you can get something out of him, do it. Sell him high before he drops again because I think he will, especially
Yeah.
with a team like Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Hassan Whiteside,
Yeah.
Justice Winslow. You have a lot of scorers. He doesn't need to score, um, and,
Luol
and
Deng.
and also even with the assists, like Miami plays. I mean, Dwayne Wade does get a lot of assists.
Yeah, he does.
He
He's
seems
like point 0.4, except he's a two guard, so he's like a
right. The offense does run through Dwayne Wade a lot.
yep.
So, I mean, Dwayne Wade's going to be getting as much assists as Goran Dragic is. So he's not going to be like when he was in Phoenix, where he was running alongside Eric Bledsoe.
I think Dwayne Wade's
Or was
minutes
it
are going to
was
go
it
down
Eric Bledsoe?
eventually.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I think Wade's minutes are going to go down eventually, and then when that time happens, then Dragic will probably get more assists and more points
yeah,
when things get kind of thrown over to Chris Bosh and Whiteside. So he'll probably get more assists that way, but then like I still don't trust him too much.
yeah. I don't trust him at all.
Yeah.
He's doing well for me this week, so that's good. But get rid of him. Get rid of him now. Um, big trade happened just recently. I mean, trade
Oh,
deadline is inching closer, so we're gonna see more of these kind of things happen. Ish Smith got traded to New Orleans. I think it was
oof.
for two lottery picks or something like
No,
that,
he
or
was
two.
traded from New Orleans
Yeah,
to Philadelphia.
yeah, from New Orleans to Philadelphia. I think for some
It's
draft
two. It's
picks.
for two second rounders.
Okay, so yeah,
I,
two
I
draft
read
picks.
somewhere that Philly didn't have to give up two second rounders for Ish Smith. They could have just acquired him because it was like something to do with like his waivers or something like that. So essentially, Philly gave up two second rounders for free. I don't know. I just read that on Reddit. Don't quote me.
I know. Well, they waived Tony Roten,
Yeah.
which actually is surprising because I thought he was going to be pretty decent. He's decent as a off the bench kind of guy.
Yeah.
But I guess his performance has been pretty shit. I mean, he's been putting up points, but not efficiently.
Yeah. And it's points on a bad team.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have him, obviously drop him. If you have Ish Smith, he did really well earlier this year with New Orleans. So I don't
Yeah.
see why you shouldn't have him on your team. If he's on the waiver wires, he shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Pick him up. And then also because in Philadelphia you have T.J. McConnell, he's trash. Kendall Marshall is the only guy that might give him a little bit of a run for his money. But Kendall Marshall is only going to put up assists. He's not. He doesn't really score that much.
Mhm.
If you're lucky, he'll hit a couple of threes, but that's about it. you know. And
Yeah, I definitely think Ish Smith has place in the league.
I think he'll play
Yeah,
really well alongside Lil Okafor as well too.
yeah. I mean, if you had Derrick Rose, might as well just drop him for Ish Smith.
Yeah, like he was playing really well alongside Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
uh, I don't know if you would drop Derrick Rose.
If you have field goal problems, you should probably drop Derrick Rose.
Drop him completely? Like,
No, bench him and trade
yeah,
him
I would say
in a
bench him.
package. In a package, trade
Yeah,
him.
put him in a package. Try to get some
Yeah,
John Wall out of it or something.
yeah.
Lowry and Derrick Rose for John Wall.
No, Skinny Lowry.
Yeah, so I think Kendall Marshall is going to be pretty decent as well. Like he, again, we said last time, he came back from injury and they pretty much inserted him into the starting lineup right away. But
Yeah,
they're going to continue watching his minutes and everything like that. And
yeah.
I think Ish Smith. Is his full name Ishmael? I think it is.
Yeah, it's Ishmael Smith.
Yeah, yeah. But Ish Smith, I like him a lot. I had him when he was when Tyreek Evans and Drew Holiday were out. As soon as those guys came back, I had to drop him. But I mean, he has no competition right now. Pick him up. Another guy.
I honestly looked down the Philly team and I don't know half the people there.
Nerlens Noel.
Yeah,
He's
Jahlil
been
Okafor,
shit.
TJ McConnell, Kendall Marshall, and then now I guess Ish Smith, Tony
Mhm.
Roden, and then the rest of the people I literally don't know. It's just I just don't know them.
So another guy that you guys were doubting, my boy Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier, come on!
This is why I have a losing record in fantasy.
You guys gotta believe in the sleepers. Sleepers all day. So
17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 29. With 29 points? No. True shot.
uh,
16 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. And then there's like 2 points, 1 rebound.
mhm. He's he had that slump in December, but the past 4 games or so he's been picking it back up.
3
Um,
games. Did he
yeah,
play today?
he played today as well.
Okay.
12 points, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 rebound,
It's pretty good.
2 3-pointers in 36 minutes. Okay, so he Oladipo is in the doghouse right now. Like, if you have Oladipo, I feel bad for you because nobody wants him, and you can't really do anything about him. He's not one of those guys that you can really drop as well either, because he's still scoring 13.3 points, 1 3-pointer a game, 5.1 rebounds, 2.8 assists, which is actually better than Fournier. But offensively, they need Fournier to continue lighting it up. So,
Yeah.
um,
Fournier's assist numbers impress me, especially the recent when he's playing well. He's also passing the ball really well, so
yeah,
that's pretty
because
impressive. Yeah,
they have to defend his three. Like, he
yeah,
can hit the three, so if they're gonna try to block his shot or contest it, he can just dish it to the next guy, right? Um, but yeah, Fournier, I really like him. But at the same time, seeing how he slumps so hard as well too, um, if you have him, I wouldn't be shy about trading him either. If you can get a more consistent guy, like maybe combo him for Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward he's consistent, and
yeah,
he's gonna put up similar numbers as Fournier, but more in points. Good free throw percentage as well, good field goal percentage. Um, so I think you'll be pretty happy with Gordon Hayward. You're gonna know
yeah.
what to expect night in and night out. Whereas Fournier, you don't really know. And then Oladipo, I
I
don't know
think he'll
what you're
bounce
gonna do
back.
with him, man.
I think he'll bounce back. He's not a bad player. He's a young player. He can bounce back. Probably just not the right system for him anymore. But
I mean, even Alfred Payton is getting more time than him right now, and Alfred Payton was shooting horrendously. But it seems like that guy has found a shooting stroke now. He's
yeah,
shooting pretty good percentages and bringing
yeah.
that back up. So
It's a good problem to have in Orlando, I guess. I mean, I definitely think Oladipo is going to come back up. It's like he's going to be out of the slump, but then he might get traded. I think he's a good trade piece. because you can. I don't know. Okay, I think he's not. I think his time in Orlando might be like numbered, or like Orlando might probably do a trade because now they have a kind of like a log jam at that position. So
Hmm.
yeah. So if
Um,
Oladipo gets traded, you can look forward to his numbers getting back up. But then if he stays in Orlando, unless they trade either Peyton or Fournier, which I'm not sure, but we'll see.
I think they're gonna, if they do trade it, they might do Oladipo trade, and
Yeah,
I don't know. That's gonna open up some more minutes. I think it's gonna allow other guys to get more shots, like
yeah,
Tobias Harris, Aaron Gordon. Um, so those guys will be a nice guys to hang on to as well too. And Tobias Harris has been pretty solid all season,
yeah.
pretty consistent. Um, we also have Jarrett Jack. Jarrett Jack has been slumping recently. I love talking about this guy. This is another guy that I believe in that you guys do not. Why? I don't understand why you guys don't believe these guys.
Wait, what part of Jared Jack is? I'm gonna look up his stats like right now. It's like Jared Jared Jack. What?
Jarrett Jack. Like, you know what? The thing about fantasy basketball is like, if you don't have all-star players on your fantasy team, you need to find guys on shitty teams. Because guys on shitty teams are gonna put up numbers because they only have like one or two guys they can rely
Yeah.
on. So like guys from Philadelphia, uh, yeah, Brooklyn, uh, even Sacramento is, well, they're doing
Yeah,
alright,
but
but
they're like
Charlotte,
yeah, people putting up like awesome numbers in Sacramento.
yeah, Portland, those guys are gonna be putting up numbers because they have no competition
Okay,
for the
like
minutes.
13 points, 6 points, and 4 points. Okay, granted, he's getting 8 assists, and 6 assists.
Yeah, and
It's
then even today, 15 points, 11 assists, double double, three steals. He's solid. Who
yeah, right now he's putting up better numbers than
He has
a
no
lot of people,
competition in his position in Brooklyn.
I guess.
He's playing 32.4 minutes per game. Um, even Joe Johnson is not getting that many minutes. He's sharing time with who's he sharing time with? Bogdanovich? I don't know. I don't know who's in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is just,
Yeah, it's
it's
an
like
afterthought.
Brooke Lopez and Andrea Bargnani. Oh, they have Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young is solid.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Thaddeus Young is solid, definitely.
Yeah, Thaddeus Young is solid. Um, do you think the Brooklyn Nets are gonna try to trade Jack for something bigger, or do you think they're gonna ride him and maybe deal Joe Johnson?
You need to get rid of Joe Johnson, man. You need to get rid of Joe Johnson. This Nets team is not. They need to go from the ground up. This Nets team is such a cluster. I mean,
They
they had a legit opportunity with Darren Williams, Joe Johnston, Brooke Lopez, who is perpetually injured.
Kevin Garnett
Yeah, and KG.
and they had Paul Pierce at
Yeah, yeah,
the
and
same
Paul
time
Pierce.
too, right?
They had a chance and they just and then
And
it's
Jason
not
Terry.
it's not their fault. It's LeBron's fault because like I swear whenever LeBron is not over the age of 35, he's gonna make the finals.
He's yeah, it's hard to compete against him, and again, I said last week as
Yeah,
well. I don't think there's any team in the East that can compete against him.
yeah.
Chicago needs to get a solid small forward in order to compete, I think.
You hear the rumor that they're looking to deal Noah and Gibson?
Yes, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, and they're looking to add a wing player.
Yeah, that would be great if they can add a three.
Yeah,
Uh,
they probably need a three. Who's the starting three right now?
Starting three is like, I don't know, Luke Walton or something.
No,
No,
what?
no, it's not. It's a white
What?
guy. It's a white guy. What's his name? Mike Dunleavy?
Oh, okay, yeah. He's like basically he's like JJ Redick except
Yeah,
bigger
he's
white guy.
solid, but I mean, he's getting up there as well in age as well too.
Oh, they just lost today. Bulls just lost today.
Yeah, they need a good three for sure. Um,
Oh no, it's Mirotic. It's Mirotic.
Mirotic? Oh, he's playing three now. He's okay, but I
I
mean,
like.
aside of shooting threes, what else does he do?
In my memory, he slashes pretty well. I think he dunked on someone.
But can he defend LeBron?
No.
That's what they
What
need.
kind of question is that?
Because when they had Luol Deng, that's who was guarding LeBron.
If you have a player who can defend LeBron, you'd like win the championship, like Kawhi Leonard and Iggy.
Yeah, it's that's what you need, and that's what they're missing. They have everything else, and as soon as they free up Noah and Noah and Gibson,
Yeah.
we have this guy that I've been so excited about, Bobby Portis.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, by the way, like Derrick Rose played really well today. So like take back everything about saying Derrick Rose is trash. 12 of 20, 12 of 20, 25 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. No, 3 turnovers. Okay, never mind.
the three turnovers is not bad.
It's not bad for a point guard and the way he
Yeah,
plays.
yeah. Um,
No, wait, he has no. Oh, never mind. He has 3 turnovers. Jimmy Butler has 5 turnovers, and Jimmy Butler played like crap today.
and he's Jimmy Butler is starting to handle the ball a lot too.
Yeah,
He's trying to become a playmaker, right? So,
yeah.
um, but Bobby Portis just about 4 games ago, 23 points, 20 points, 2 3 pointers,
Mhm.
11 rebounds, 2 steals. Um, I think this guy has so much upside,
Yep.
and because you know they're gonna try to deal Gibson and Noah,
Mhm.
you need to pick him up and stash him. Like drop Bargnani if you have Bargnani.
No, never, never.
If you have a Bargnani, I don't know why you have Bargnani in the first place.
Oh no, it's just for old time's sake.
Yeah, pick up Bobby Portis. I think he has so much upside. He's not shy to shoot the ball. He's fun to watch. He's high energy. He's
Yep.
young. Like, pick him up.
Yep.
If he
10
gets,
minutes. 10 minutes. 1 of 3, 2 points, 4 rebounds, no assists, 3 personal fouls. He didn't have
yeah,
the best game today, but I'll take
no,
it.
yeah, the past 3 games he hasn't been really productive, but he's playing on low minutes. But I mean, give him the time, give him the minutes, and I think he's gonna produce a lot. Like you'll be happy that you picked him up, and everyone will be pissed off at you.
Yeah.
Sneaky pickup, stash him right now. um, then we have Rajon Rondo that I like to talk about often as well. Nightly triple double threat.
Yeah.
In terms of triple doubles, we have a couple of guys to look at.
Draymond Green,
Draymond
definitely.
Green, and then we also
Westbrook.
have Westbrook. So
Would you consider
Rondo,
LeBron a triple threat, like a triple double threat?
yes and no. I expect him to get like 7 rebounds, 7 assists every single
Yeah.
game. But if he gets a triple double, like I'm kind of surprised when he does get a triple double because
Oh, yeah.
uh, I don't know. Like I just don't see it anymore. He's not playing to like stuff stats and everything. He's just doing what he
Yeah.
needs to do now.
I guess back when he was in Miami, there wasn't really a point guard. He was mostly playing point guard, so that's why
Right.
he was more of a triple double threat back then. But now you have Kyrie,
hmm
so yeah, now you have Mo Williams, so
He yeah.
it's slightly different system.
He's no longer required to do everything on the team.
Yeah,
So that and for that reason alone, I don't think he's going to be a triple double threat.
hmm
But if he had to be, he could.
yep,
So, and you saw that in the NBA Finals last year as well.
yeah,
But yeah, Draymond Green, he has 4 triple doubles this year, tied with Rajon Rondo.
hmm
Next guy up, like you said, is Russell Westbrook. And if you want to look at their numbers, what are their numbers at right now? Do you have that?
Rondo is at he averages 7 rebounds, 11 assists, and 12 points. Westbrook is 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 25 points. Draymond Green is nine. Wait, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 14 points.
Yeah, and the thing with Draymond Green though is like when he gets the triple doubles, like he gets the triple doubles, but when you look at the other 2 players, Rondo and Westbrook,
hmm
they get a lot more double doubles than Draymond Green does. So I think it's
Yeah.
just whenever Green is involved in the offense and they use him,
Hmm.
he gets everything. Like,
Yeah.
but I guess on those games where he has a lower usage rate, he's not
Yep.
as involved. He's not going to get rebounds or assists.
Yeah.
So when they do come, they all come together.
Yep.
Whereas Westbrook, even if he's not getting rebounds, like he might get 7, 8 rebounds a night, 9 rebounds,
Hmm.
you're pretty safe to say that he's gonna get like 10 rebounds every single game almost.
Yeah.
And then with Rondo, same thing. He's gonna get at
He's
least
getting at least 12 assists a game,
yeah,
I think. Yeah.
he's averaging a double double.
Yeah.
And then when you look at turnovers, though, you can see that Draymond Green makes the better passes, the safer passes, and also his guys are gonna be better at scoring the ball.
Yeah.
And then
Because I think that they're not running the offense through Draymond Green. If they're running the offense
mm-hmm.
through him, then his turnover is gonna skyrocket. But then yeah,
Right, and then Westbrook, Westbrook's high turnover rates. He makes
it's
a lot of
it's
dumb
Westbrook.
passes.
It's Westbrook.
He also he plays really aggressive, so sometimes he can't put the brakes on. Turns
Yeah.
over the ball a lot like that.
Yeah.
And then Rondo, I think just based on the high amount of passes he makes,
Yep.
sometimes that can go towards his turnover rate. But if he's getting like 4 turnovers a game, but like 12 assists, that's not that bad. It's like what 3-1 or
Yeah. 3-1.
3-1 ratio.
4-1, 3-1, 4-1
That's
ish. Yeah.
that's not bad at all. It's decent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The last thing I want to do is discourage Rondo from passing. So
so like among these three guys, clearly I think Westbrook is the best guy to go with if you don't care about turnovers.
yeah.
He's gonna perform every single night, unless barring like an injury or something, another torn ACL. God forbid that happens.
And everything's a lot easier when Kevin Durant's playing really well as well.
Hmm. But at this point right in time right now, would you pick Rondo over Green or Green over Rondo?
I'll
Just
pick
based
Rondo.
on
I'll pick Rondo over Green
fantasy.
because yeah, based on fantasy.
Okay.
Because once again, system players don't look good in the box score.
I also
Spurs.
agree, and you're gonna get 3 pointers with Green, but at the same time, if you're looking at Rondo, he's starting to hit 3 pointers as well, right?
I swear he's been hitting 3-pointers. Just no one just believes in him. Just doesn't take that many.
He's I think this year he's taken a lot more than compared to in the past years. He's
Oh,
almost averaging 1 3-pointer in a game.
he's caught the Curry fever.
And like if I'm looking at his stats right now, like just tons and tons of assists everywhere.
Well, that's Rondo for you. So
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
always believed in Rondo. That one crappy year in Dallas meant nothing to me.
right.
Everyone just kind of hopped off Rondo
Hmm.
in his one year in Dallas, but I don't know. It's like he's Rondo.
Yeah, like
No, that's champion Rondo for you.
I think the
NBA
reason
champion Rondo.
I think the reason why too is because like sometimes you have people who are playing fantasy basketball,
Yeah.
but they're not watching the games that closely. And if you watch Rondo play, you can tell that he can play. He's
Yeah.
not a guy that just got lucky or just got streaky or something like that.
Yeah, guy can ball.
He can play. And it's the same thing with Derrick Rose. Like Derrick Rose can play. It's just like when is he gonna get back into form and can he
Yep.
get back into form?
He's getting into form, he's just missing shots.
Yeah. And I think at the same time too with the way that Derrick Rose is playing, he's changing the way that he plays because he can't stop on a dime like he used to. That's
Yeah.
the main reason why his knee injuries happened in the first place.
Yeah.
So he's taking a lot more jumpers now,
Yep.
which
He's playing slower.
yeah,
He still drives, but he's
he's not
playing
as
a lot slower.
explosive.
Yep.
You don't see those deadly crossovers anymore. But Rondo, he is playing. Honestly, he looks like back when he was in Boston,
Yeah.
right? And like the biggest thing I noticed too is the way that he's making his passes. Because in the past, I watched a video about Rondo,
Hmm.
and he talks about how when he passes the ball, he throws it in a way that when his receiver catches the ball, it's ready for them to shoot. With the way that the lines line up and everything like that on the basketball with their hands. And I'm like, that is next level shit. Because when I'm passing the ball, I just want to make sure that it gets to my guy. He's
Yeah.
getting it to his guy, and he's making sure that they can shoot on catch, and it's nicely lined up in their hands. So that's crazy. And watching a couple of his plays this year, and some of the nice baseline passes that he has when he's driving,
Yeah.
like he's putting some spins on the ball that I
Yeah.
didn't see him do earlier in the year even. So I think he's definitely getting back into shape. He's getting his confidence back with his, I think he's starting to believe that he's the best passer in the NBA again.
I think he's always been the best passer in the NBA. I've always believed in him.
Really,
I have not doubted him for a single second.
I think there's a guy that can kind of give him a run for his money in terms of best passer in the NBA.
Tell me Steve Nash, I'm gonna slap you.
No, this guy can't shoot either. He's just like Rondo. He's shitty at shooting.
Is that the?
I'll give you a clue.
It's that
Timberwolves.
guy on the Timberwolves. Yeah, the Spanish guy.
Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, there you go.
If you watch him play too, and the way that he passes the ball,
Yeah.
he's like a magician, dude. The ball is like on the string of his hands.
Yeah.
I think I sent you a video the other day where he did a like kind of like a bounce pass,
Hmm.
and before he did a bounce pass, he did a trick dribble too, where he kind of sliced the ball,
Hmm.
and which looked like he was gonna pass the ball one way, but because of the slice,
Oh yeah.
it bounced back into his right hand again, and then he
Oh,
made the
yeah.
bounce pass, and I was like, to the normal person who's just watching it, they're not gonna pick that up, but when I saw it, I was like, holy shit! Like, did he just do that? And I think
Yeah, someone else did it earlier this week. Except I don't think it was a pass. It was like it was to the rim.
yeah.
Just can't remember who it was, but yeah, it's like the John Wall move is starting to pick up. Because
Yeah, and
that move was like originally credited to John Wall, and people try to pick it up, but not a lot of people could do it.
it was. I think it's a very street ball style move,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of people do use it,
Hmm.
but it's getting more and more prominent.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very good because the normal player is not going to see it. The normal fan is
Yeah.
not going to see it, but elite basketball players, when they see that kind of a movement, they're going to think that a pass is coming.
Yeah.
But because they switch it into a slice right away,
Yeah.
they get faked out by it, and it's a good way to get somebody off their balance and set them up for a crossover. So I think, yeah, like Ricky Rubio is very talented. If he can learn to shoot, like he'll be easily one of the top point guards, and that's the only thing holding him back, I think.
That's why they drafted in the first place. Hopefully he develop a shot.
Yeah, and
Needs to learn from what's his face, Jose Calderon.
and his turnovers are pretty low as well too.
Yeah.
And great on the steals. Rondo's also great in steals. So between the two of them, they're very similar, except for the fact that Rondo
I'd say
is starting
Rondo.
to pick up his shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely scoring better now, and he's getting to the rim more, and he's even hitting his threes. So like, if he's hitting his threes, I can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another point guard, Denver Nuggets, Emmanuel Mudiay.
Oh man,
He's out for a while.
he was pretty good
He was doing pretty
for
well.
a rookie. He was pretty good.
Yep. And they don't really have a timeline for him when he's going to come back. It's going to be a while. So, I mean, if you have him, stash him. If not, who do you think the best guy to pick up is right now?
Randy Foy.
I would agree too. Randy Foy, even last year, you know that he can put up numbers. He's a great scorer. He can also pass pretty well too, and he's young.
Is he young? I swear he's been in the league forever.
You can consider him as like a young veteran.
He's 32.
He looks young.
The guy's 32.
Okay. He's solid though.
He got drafted in '06, so he's the same year as like Barks.
So 10 years or so.
Yeah, 10 years or so.
Yeah, like he's definitely a veteran player. He knows how to play the game. He can put numbers up on any given night and pass the ball and shoot threes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him this. He's been very consistent in his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
He's been like 10 points, 13 points, 16 points, 10 points, 9 points, 11 points, 10 points, 13 points, 8 points. That's across like 10 seasons.
Yeah. Um, y- you're gonna be pretty happy with Randy Foy, um, until Moutier comes back.
Yep.
I would say. And then
Oh, he
you also
just
have.
just nailed 31 points against Phoenix, was
Mm-hmm.
it? Nice.
So yeah, if you have room, pick him up as well too.
Yeah.
And I guess when Moutier gets closer to returning, it would be a good time for you to sell him.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt to have him at all.
Usually, from from experience, not saying I want them to get hurt, but like rookies that have to sit out for a little bit, like they play and then they sit out for a little bit, they usually come back really strong because they have time to kind of like analyze the footage and like slow down and just take time to reflect on things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Moutier is going to come back really, like, pretty good, especially on a Denver team that is like kind of not saying they're floundering, but
I
they're rebuilding.
Yeah, I agree, and also because I mean, in college they don't play as many games as they do in the NBA. So for a lot of rookies, it's really draining for them. They're not used to this high number of
Yeah.
minutes in games, and all these games like sometimes back to back, like 4 games in 5 nights type of thing.
Hmm.
And then also with the practice every single day as well too. So
Yeah.
giving him a little bit of a breather and taking a break, that I think that'll help him a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
How's Jameer Nelson then? He should be technically next in line after Moutier goes down.
Um, I think he can be, but he's just as old as Floyd, isn't he? Or if not
Yeah,
older.
Jameer Nelson's definitely been in the league for way too long. Let's see if I can find his stats.
Hmm.
Stats for Dial. I'm wondering if he played today. Denver, Denver, Denver.
I think he can definitely benefit a little bit. So, but I think in terms of the biggest benefactor of Moutier going out, I
Yeah,
would
it's definitely a Randy
I would
Foy. Yeah,
say
he,
it's
he
Randy
started
Foy.
over. He started for Moutier.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, they got absolutely destroyed by the Spurs. Let's see. Um, they started Jameer Nelson. No, he played pretty trash. Yeah. Nikola Jokic played really well.
Oh, Nikola Jokic. That's a guy that
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about as well too.
Yeah.
What are his numbers right now?
Tonight he was 10 of 19 with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists.
This guy is really good, and the only thing I'm
Yeah.
worried about is about who's the other guy on his team, Yusuf or something. Uh, there's another big man who is injured right now.
Um,
I mean, they're gonna compete
yeah,
against.
Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, Yusuf Nurkic. That's the guy. It's like NJ and JN, whatever.
Are they
Um,
becoming the new EU import team?
they very well could be. I mean, they have like Danilo Gallinari as well too.
Yeah.
Um, but I really like Jokic or Jokic, however you pronounce
Yeah.
his name. He's putting up crazy numbers like
Yeah.
13 points, 3 rebounds, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 22 points, 7 rebounds. Um, I like him a lot. I'm considering picking him up if I can fit him on my roster. Um, I don't see why he should be on your waiver wires if you have some crap guys on your team. Like pick
Yeah.
him up if you have anybody you're doubting at all, because you shouldn't be doubting this guy until uh, Yusuf Nurkic comes back, and then even then, Nurkic is gonna have to prove himself to get minutes as well
Yeah.
too, because Jokic is clearly um, making the best of his opportunity here.
Hmm. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, and back to the Timberwolves. Zach LaVine. I think if you have a chance to get this guy,
Mhm.
if you can do a trade, I don't know, trade Oladipo for LaVine or something. Um,
If you can.
get Zach LaVine because they're gonna deal Kevin Martin. I'm pretty sure of it.
Of course they
Like
will. The guy's
there's
like
lots of talks about it.
definitely.
If LaVine gets some more playing time, he's gonna start at shooting guard, I think.
Yep.
Rubio at the point, and Wiggins at the small forward position.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. Then you have like Cat in center. Wait,
Yeah,
is Carl Anthony? Yeah, and then you have like Dieng and Jiang or Dieng.
I don't know how to pronounce his name too.
Yeah,
Gorgui Dieng or something.
yeah.
Um,
That's a
yeah, I
pretty
think
that's a pretty solid lineup for like a young up and coming team.
yeah, it's a pretty good starting
Yeah,
lineup. Um, I really like Zach LaVine too. He's really tall. He's
yeah,
a really tall point guard, and he can score too. So that's why I think it's pretty good that he can play shooting guard,
yep,
secondary guard behind Rubio, catch and shoot,
yeah,
and he can always dunk the ball.
yeah.
He's
It's
dunk
that's a
champion, right?
Timberwolves in a pretty good position. It's pretty exciting actually.
Yeah, and Levine and Wiggins are great wing players. They
Mhm.
can both cut. They can both slash.
Oh, and
Um,
Wiggins is a pretty decent post game as well.
yeah, I really like that team. They're young and fun to watch.
Yeah, and Cat can hit a shot anywhere in the court, so you can't leave him open. So that's they're pretty scary.
That guy's so talented, man. I like
Yeah,
watching him play. I didn't think he would fit into the system so
yeah.
quickly.
At first I thought like, oh, maybe like Jahlil Okafor looks better because he has like good post move, but then like,
Yeah,
dude, Cat is an offensive threat. Yeah,
he's hitting threes too, right?
yeah, he's hitting threes. He's not taking them, but like he if you leave him open, he'll hit it.
Doesn't he kind of remind you of LaMarcus Aldridge?
I don't think Aldridge can step out onto the 3 point line.
I think he can, but
Yeah,
he doesn't.
it's
He's more mid range.
yeah, he's more mid range.
Yeah, but I mean, or Cat can
He reminds me
also.
of Chris Bosh, except he can drive and post better than Chris Bosh. Not as
Yeah,
fast.
I can see
Okay,
that.
not as fast. Not as
Hmm.
fast as Skinny Bosh. Shoot just as well from mid range and probably just as well from 3 point.
Yeah, I can
Don't
see
quote me.
that.
Don't quote me. Don't quote me.
I think he does shoot well at the free throw line.
Yeah.
Um, I would say that's a good comparison to Bosch. A very good comparison.
Let's hope he can anchor pick and roll defense like Bosh can.
I think he is playing like Bosch when when what's his face? Who's the last guy that left before? Was it Vince Carter?
Vince Carter.
Yeah, Vince Carter left and left Bosch alone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Like CB4.
maybe 2 years after, maybe even the same year that Bosch was on his own and
Yeah.
he did really well.
Yeah.
That's what Carl Anthony Towns is right now. So he's kind of ahead of Bosch.
Yeah.
Bosch took some time to develop into
Yeah,
that
but yeah,
that leader.
he evolved his game, Bosh, like from Vince Carter to. But yeah, it's like, anyways, like Carl Anthony Towns looks really good. I think he's gonna win Rookie of the Year.
I don't doubt it at all.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
Okafor
not.
is gonna win it.
Yeah,
I think it's down to and Okafor and Carl Anthony Towns. I think Porzingis looks good too, but I think actually, yeah, it's probably
Porzingis. I think it's Porzingis and Carl
yeah,
Anthony Towns. I don't
yeah,
think Okafor is even in the discussion.
yeah. You know what? You're right.
um, but yeah, if you can get Zach LaVine, buy him low right now because I'm
Yeah,
excited about him and he's gonna finally get his chance to shine.
yeah.
Mhm.
They look good. They look really good.
A couple more guys to talk about just before we wrap things up. Let's do Will Barton. Will Barton on the Denver Nuggets. Um,
Tonight, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and yeah, that's it. 7 of 14.
this guy's balling, man.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good.
Like, look at his past 15 games. He is scoring, he is rebounding, he is getting his assists here and there. Um, I don't think anybody really expected him to do this well. He was definitely a sleeper, shooting 3 pointers. Man, yeah, he's really good. I like him a lot. I like him a
Yeah,
lot.
the past 3 games he's been playing out of his mind. Even today he did really well.
Yeah.
Does he think he's gonna keep it up?
I think he can. Yeah, I definitely think he can. Even with
Uh,
Randy Ford coming into the picture,
Yeah.
he's not shy with shooting. He's averaging 12.5 shots a game,
Hmm.
shooting 46% from the field, so why not?
Yeah.
It's a good free throw shooter as well too. He's doing really well. The only place he's gonna hurt you is I don't even consider it as being hurt. Is that he doesn't get many blocks. Turnovers is 1.5 is not too bad. Like I think turnovers is the only category. Well, the three categories that you can be hurt in my opinion, are field goals, free throws, and turnovers. The other ones, like if you don't do them a lot, if you
Yeah.
don't get a lot of stats in there, I don't think it's considered as hurting. It's just not doing it. But like you can lose games because your guys don't shoot well or they turn the ball over.
Yep.
Yeah, so I really like Will Barton a lot. And then we did touch up on Nikola Jokic. Another guy that I really like in Charlotte, Frank Kaminsky.
Oh, dude. More big white guys.
Right, and who's the guy? Cody Zeller was the guy that we
Yeah.
were talking about. Because Al Jefferson's out, we were
Yeah.
talking about Cody Zeller or Frank Kaminsky. I believed in Cody Zeller. I was wrong this time.
Hop in the K train.
Yeah, Kaminsky is doing really well. Yeah, I really
God,
like
he looks like a really stretched out Gordon Hayward. Look at his face.
Yeah, if you guys have a chance, yeah, put the picture side by side. He looks like a stretched out Gordon Hayward. That is so funny. But yeah, he's getting minutes over Cody Zeller, and he has a pretty
Rightfully
solid
so.
game as well too.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, he's scoring pretty well. He can shoot the three.
And he's not forcing shots either. Saying good shots.
Yeah.
Ish.
Decent
Actually,
rebounds.
yeah.
I mean, he could do better. And the blocks are there, so he's playing defense. He's getting some steals here and there too. I really like him, and Al Jefferson, man. I think that's the only reason This is just a temporary guy because we know Al Jefferson is coming back.
Yeah.
I don't think they can deal him, and he's pretty locked in for the next couple of years. So you ride Kaminsky if you can for a while, if you have some space, and then just ride him till the wheels fall off. Drop him when he's done.
Are they playing MKG in small forward now?
Charlotte, is he back yet? I thought he was injured.
Yeah, he's. Oh well, no, but then like throughout. Yeah, but then throughout the season, have they been playing him with small forward?
They will, but he's not gonna take minutes over Batum.
Yeah. It's
Batum
kind of
is
weird because
solid.
he got a Rookie of the Year playing point guard for Philly.
MKG?
Oh no, never mind. Sorry,
You're
I got
thinking
it
of
mixed up with like
Michael
Michael
Carter
Carter Williams.
Yeah.
Such an idiot. Sorry, it's just like super long name just starts with Michael.
Michael
they-
Kidd Gilchrist. Michael Kidd
Yeah.
Gilchrist. He has been disappointing his entire career. I haven't seen him improve at all.
Shot.
He has the same numbers year in and year out, and I see zero improvement. And
Yeah,
every single year, I believe in this guy. Every single year, I believe in him. But this year, I was like, nope, going with Batum.
I
Yes.
hope Michael Jordan doesn't draft any more players.
And like I said, you can't go wrong with Batum. In the past, we always talked about.
Yep.
Well, I always said Batum is the poor man's Kevin Durant.
Yep.
And Batum is doing amazing. I don't know why you would ever pick him over Michael Kidd Gilchrist. If you do, you're crazy. It doesn't make sense to me to have Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Leave him on the waiver wire. Let somebody else take him.
Yeah.
But probably nobody's going.
I still believe in this guy, but it's been a couple of years.
Yeah, he's kind of like there's another guy that's similar to him too. Is he playing in Portland now?
He's probably playing China.
Oh, Gerald Henderson.
Gerald Henderson?
Yeah.
Yo,
Is he doing well this year? Oh. Well, Max got cut off, but Gerald Henderson. He let me just search him up. Gerald Henderson has been pretty disappointing this year. He's averaging 7 points, 2 blocks, 3 steals. Sorry, I completely screwed that one up. It's not even 2 blocks, 2 steals. It's 0.2 blocks and 0.3 steals, 0.8 assists, 2.4 rebounds, 0.83. So he's very underwhelming right now. And I really don't understand why, because he's such a good player.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. I've just been talking while you were gone, but yeah, I'm just saying that he's been a very underwhelming player this year.
Wait,
In,
Gerald Henderson?
yeah, in Portland.
I was just saying he lets Didi's ass. He lets up Didi's ass every time they play together, like they play against each other. But I guess yeah, he's been.
But maybe that's the only time that he's playing well,
Yeah.
because like his 2006 season totals are garbage.
Yeah.
He has such a good opportunity in Portland to do something big. He's not making use of it.
Who's he playing behind now?
I have no idea. He's only averaging 16 minutes a game.
Let's see. He's behind CJ McCollum. Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
Makes
McCollum is. I hope you picked him up because he's really good.
And I'm pretty sure that if you have CJ McCollum, you're pretty happy too, because
Yeah.
I would have expected Gerald Henderson to be getting those minutes.
Yep.
But I mean, he did start
19
off.
points, 19 points, 20 points, 27, 24, 16, 22.
Mhm.
Assists 7, 6, 6, 4, 6, 1. Rebounds 5, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Henderson started off the season injured.
Yeah.
So maybe that played into a little bit of it. McCollum proved himself,
Yep.
and Henderson hasn't been able to take those minutes from him.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, last guy to talk about, Boston Celtics, Kelly Olynyk.
The clinic.
It's
The clinic.
I find it really tough to believe in Boston Celtics big men, because they have so many options, and they're constantly switching their lineups up. But what do you think on him?
I think he's good.
He is good, but they also have Jared Sullinger.
He's playing in front of Tyler Zeller, and
Tyler Zeller.
they have Jared Sullinger. They're finally putting him in. Power forward, which is I feel like is his natural position.
They have David Lee.
They have David Lee. They have Amir Johnson, and
That-
they have Jonas Jerebko.
They have so many big men.
But they're all power forwards, though. Kelly
Yeah.
Olynyk is the only true 5, and he's a stretch 5.
It's so hard, because I think Brad Stevens is constantly going to be changing up their lineup,
Yeah.
and it's going to be the back or the front court that's constantly going to get changed, because they don't have anybody in their front court. They have Avery Bradley, they have Isaiah Thomas, who's the only reliable guy in the entire team.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas. Marcus Smart is going to be back soon.
Marcus Smart and Evan Turner.
Yeah.
I mean, who plays small forward? I don't even know.
I think, no, Evan Turner is a small forward. They have Jay Crowder, and Evan Turner.
Oh, Jay Crowder. I like Jay Crowder.
Yeah. I get him confused with, what's the guy on our team?
Damari Carroll.
Because they're black guys with dreads.
Yeah.
I mean cornrows. Yes.
Yeah, they look alike too. It's
Yeah. So they have Isaiah Thomas, who's playing really well. Marcus Smart is going to come back. He's going to play really well too. So
I'm not a believer in Marcus Smart.
I believe in Marcus Smart, even though he hit the game winner against us like last year.
I don't believe him. I don't know why. I think he has a lot to work on. Like compared to Isaiah Thomas seems like
He's established. I mean,
he's
Marcus Smart's still
established.
rookie.
Yeah, he knows what he is.
Oh,
He
he's
knows
not a
what he
rookie,
can
but, like,
do.
he's a second year.
Yeah, and oh man, how does a guy so short play so well? Like,
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
They find a way, man. They find a way.
it's amazing. Like, the only
Oh, dude, the guy's my height. Okay.
I think the only way that the only reason that he's not, or teams don't like him, is the fact that he's shorter, and that's gonna cause a problem on the defensive end.
Yeah.
But offensively, he's solid. And yeah, it's only that teams don't believe him on the defensive end because of his height.
Oh, do you want to hear something funny? I'm as tall and as heavy as Isaiah Thomas.
And that guy can ball, dude.
Yeah, I should quit life.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for everything there.
Cool.
Not too many updates. Mainly because we had the day off with Christmas Eve. Nobody played a game.
Yeah.
This week coming up, I think there's also another day off with New Year's.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Anything you got to add to this?
DeMar DeRozan couldn't break the record for consecutive 28-point games. Got 22 today. He got 22 and 8, so that's pretty good.
How many did he get in a row?
5?
5 28-point games?
I think so. I think that's what the stat says. I haven't kept track, but he
Yeah.
was.
What's
He's
the record?
he's on a tear right now.
What's
Guy's
the
on a tear.
record?
I don't know. It's like probably Chris Bosh or something.
Oh man, how many games in a row did he need that? Like
He,
6 to tie?
he needed one more to pass it. I think he
To
tied
pass, so he tied it.
it. Let's see. It's somewhere here. DeRozan had the chance to become the first player in team history to score 28 points or more in 5 straight games.
Team history.
Team history.
Team history.
Well, not like NBA history, but like
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
his numbers have been solid. Man, he got 8 assists today too. I'm telling you, man, this guy.
And
Sleep on
he's
DeRozan.
and he's not hurting you in field goal either because he's been getting better than 50% in the past
Yeah.
when he's on a tear. But his shots are still terrible. It's like when I watch highlight clips of DeRozan, I'm like, I don't want to watch it because they're all like contested mid-range jumpers, but he's hitting them.
But that's how he gets to the free throw line as well too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's amazing at drawing the free throw off the
Yeah.
jump shot. I mean, drawing the
Yeah.
foul off the jump shot, and even Lowry, like both of these guys. I mean, even when we had the real MVP,
Yep.
we led the league in getting to the free throw lines on jump shots.
Yeah.
That just didn't make sense because everyone else is getting their free throw shots from driving to the lane and drawing,
Yeah.
picking up fouls that way. Like, who gets fouled on jump shots? It's like common knowledge not to
Yeah.
not to foul the shooter, right? So, but yeah, it's really impressive how they
So
do it.
DeRozan's on a tear. Hope we have him.
Hmm
Kyle Lowry is looking a little bit better this game as well. 6 of 15. Still kind of iffy shooting percentage, but
Yeah.
he has like 16 points and 9 assists, so that's pretty good.
He's rounding back out, and
Yeah.
do you?
Are you going to ask me about Terrence Ross? The answer is I still don't believe in him.
I don't believe in him either, but but at the same time, it's like I don't believe in Damari Carroll. So
DeMar
between the
Carroll
two
came
of
back
them,
today, 3 of 5, plus 13. Like plus 13 plus and minus. 7 points, 2 rebounds. Pretty good. 17 minutes.
still between the two of them, I just say
Joe Johnson.
um, just leave Toronto small forwards alone. Don't go close to them.
Yeah. Terrence Ross, though. 18 points. 7 of 12.
But that's empty stats, right?
He's plus 21. He helped us win the game.
How many rebounds? How many assists?
2 assists, 2 rebounds.
Yeah, it's garbage. But
Patrick Patterson, 7 points only, but 5 assists and 7 rebounds.
I think Terran Ross is all right in terms of steals as well too.
Yeah,
Like if you need points and steals
yeah,
in a very deep league, you can go to him. But otherwise, I mean, he's not that great.
yeah.
He probably
Oh,
hurts you more than he does good for you.
Yeah, there's someone else I want to point out today, but I just completely don't remember who it was.
Now for DeRozan, are you guys still doubting him, or would you?
I never doubted him. What? I'm
No?
like, yeah.
I thought you guys like.
I'm like the biggest DeRozan fan ever.
Okay. I don't know. For some reason, I thought
Randy
we were like,
hates him. I don't know why Randy hates him.
Randy, because like we're all up on we like Kyle Lowry, but I guess Randy didn't believe in DeMar DeRozan. I believe in DeMar DeRozan. Even so, I think you just so high on him.
Yeah.
Because he's one of those guys that people are gonna like because he scores a lot,
Mhm.
and they're gonna overlook that his assist and rebound numbers aren't great. They're good, but they're not great. like a James Harden or something. But I think you can get a pretty good guy out of DeMar DeRozan, like a second tier player or something like that. I tried to trade him for Klay Thompson. Yeah, obviously they wanted Klay Thompson instead. I can see why. But I mean, other than the 3-pointers, like DeMar DeRozan is, I think, better.
He's pretty
in
elite
other
right now,
stuff.
especially that in December he's been pretty elite.
Yeah, I think he only was losing in 3-pointers and field goal percentage to Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
But
I model my game after DeRozan. It's a terrible thing to say, but
so now like a week or two from last time we talked about my trade, Rajon Rondo and Klay Thompson. At this point in time, if you had Klay Thompson, would you take Rondo instead?
no, still keep Klay Thompson.
Damn it! I would
Klay
still.
Thompson can, on any given night, Klay Thompson can drop 30 on you. On any given night, the best Rondo can give you is 20 assists.
That's amazing.
Actually, no. Okay. Rondo will give you like. Rondo can suddenly on a good night. Rondo will go for like 15 assists, and like once or twice a season he goes for 20 assists, which is really good. But on any single given night, Klay Thompson can drop 30 on you.
That's true, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think 15 assists is more valuable than 30 points. I think.
I guess, especially when you have like a bunch of people from like the Raptors, and we average like no assists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No, I guess. I mean, if you're not hurting for scoring, then yeah. But like 30 points is 30 points. 30 points once every 2 weeks is better than 15 assists like once a month.
no, 50 assists every game.
No, hell no. He's not gonna
He's
get that.
averaging like 12 assists. I think he
Yeah,
has
he's
the
averaging
most.
12.
Who's
He'll get
next
15 like
behind
once
him?
every 2 weeks.
I think John Wall and like Westbrook are behind him at 9.4 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, that's pretty much it for today.
Cool.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys want us to
Cool,
talk
cool.
about anything specifically, you can just leave it in the comments below. Click the thumbs up if you like the video. If you didn't like the video, fuck you. And subscribe. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Peace.
Sounds good. Bye.